Far above the clouds, in the vastness of space, two astronauts float aboard the International Space Station. Sunita Williams and Butch Wilmore started on a journey that would take an unexpected turn. On June 5, 2024, Boeing's Starliner lifted off. This mission began Boeing's journey in the commercial space race. The crew prepared for an 8-day mission to the International Space Station, but soon, the celebration turned to concern. Right after launch, the Starliner had some problems. Helium leaks and broken thrusters got mission control worried. The engineers worked around the clock, trying to figure out what went wrong by checking the data. As the astronauts shared updates, everyone felt the tension. Would they be able to fix things and finish the mission safely? Plans changed drastically as the crew's stay was unexpectedly extended. What was to be an 8-day mission transformed into an 8-month odyssey. Despite the challenges, Williams found comfort in her surroundings. "This is my happy place," she shared, radiating optimism. With each passing day, she and Wilmore adapted to their roles, conducting experiments and maintaining the ISS, while their return grew ever more uncertain. On September 19th, Williams celebrated her 59th birthday in zero gravity. Despite the circumstances, joy filled the station as they shared laughter and fellowship. Williams received heartfelt birthday wishes from Earth, reminding her that she was never truly alone. In an abnormal move, Williams would cast her vote in the 2024 U.S. presidential elections, all from her floating spacecraft, inspiring many back on Earth. Though Boeing's Starliner faced numerous hurdles, hope remained. The astronauts were scheduled to return aboard a SpaceX Crew Dragon. They prepared for their return to Earth, with liftoff planned for February 2025. From the dawn of the space race, the dream of sending humans into the great unknown has driven us forward. Today, that dream is a reality. For over 20 years, the International Space Station has housed astronauts in orbit, serving as a hub for groundbreaking microgravity research. As of November 7, 2023, 676 people have gone to space, defined by the U.S. as reaching an altitude of 80 kilometers. Of these brave explorers, 643 crossed the Kármán line. The Kármán line is recognized globally at 100 kilometers from Earth's surface. Almost 86% of these astronauts complete at least one orbit around Earth, with 4% journeying even further. The iconic NASA Apollo program sent 24 men to the moon in the 1960s and 70s, with half landing on its mysterious surface. The Space Shuttle program revolutionized space travel in the 1980s. It has peaked in 1985 when 38 first-time shuttle astronauts launched into orbit. Today, a new wave of commercial spaceflight is inviting private astronauts and tourists to experience the wonders of space, often on short suborbital trips. Among these explorers, 65% of public astronauts embark on multiple missions, while only 10% of private travelers do the same. Remarkably, Frederick C.J. Sturckow holds the record for the most space flights, having journeyed to space 9 times. Humans from 43 nations have joined this cosmic adventure. The U.S. leads with nearly 61% of all astronauts, while Russia follows closely with 20%. Many missions have marked a significant shift towards diversity. The Artemis II mission features Christina Koch, the first woman, Victor Glover, the first person of color, and Jeremy Hansen, the first non-American to travel beyond Earth orbit. Meanwhile, commercial spaceflight is opening doors for tourists. In the past 3 years, 69 private astronauts have reached space for the first time, 46 above the Kármán line. Spending 6 months on the ISS may sound like a nightmare to some, but it mirrors experiences faced by scientists in extreme conditions like Antarctica. Organizations like the Instituto Antartico Argentino send crews in the harsh polar winter, where temperatures fall to minus 60 degrees Celsius and darkness lasts for months. Research shows that, contrary to expectations, crew members often report that time flies during their missions. Engaging in complex tasks keeps them busy. This offers hope for astronauts on the ISS, whereas similarly demanding routine might help time slip away. However, a critical aspect of their experience is the uncertainty of their return. Astronauts face the same challenges in waiting as those stationed in Antarctica. Surprisingly, astronauts getting stranded in space isn't as rare as one might think. Astronauts often face delays that extend their missions. Chris Hadfield, a seasoned astronaut, explains, "Astronauts often feel stranded on Earth. Being in space is a privilege. Whether it's geopolitical tensions or spacecraft malfunctions, astronauts are trained to adapt to these unexpected scenarios. Consider the Apollo 13 mission in 1970. An oxygen tank explosion forced the crew to improvise and use their lunar module as a lifeboat to return safely to Earth. As we continue to explore the cosmos, the stories of those who venture into space remind us of the incredible spirit of human exploration. Each astronaut's journey, whether it's for research or adventure, is a testament to our enduring quest to push the boundaries of what is possible."